Hey guys, it's Jen, and let's talk about the smart projector. So I was gifted this projector, and before we go through all of the things, I have like how to set it up, what it actually looks like, all those things you need to know so you don't make the same mistakes I did. Let's just talk about the things that I love about this. And it works great. You can see me like lifting this in one hand. It's portable, easy to take with you. It comes with speakers on it, so you don't have to hook up with other speakers. If it's not super dark, the colors are still fantastic. It has separate little hookups here. You can cast to it. You can hook up with an HDMI. It's smart, so it automatically hooks with like your Disney Plus or your Amazon Prime or your YouTube, your Netflix, whatever it is you're using. It's like a TV in one little box here. So I love this thing. It's, like I said, so fun, really fantastic to use for your family, football games, outside, inside in someone's room. This is just been a great buy and really fun. So come with me, we'll talk about all the details. Let's go. This is a smart projector, and this is how it comes. I want you to kind of see every piece by piece as we're going through this. So on the side here, let's open this box. This is kind of where all your extra hardware is. There's really not a ton of like extra pieces with this, which is really nice. So here's your plug-in. It just plugs into a standard outlet. And then also in here, these are like, took me a little while to figure out what these were. They're like long Q-tips. This is for cleaning and making sure that your projector stays nice and is all good. Okay, and then also in here, this is where these are both like HDMI plugins, so you can plug in all kinds of things with your projector and be ready to go. So here is the switch, the remote it comes with. And then in the remote here, once I get this open, a little bit of a tricky start, this does take batteries. So just know that it does not come with batteries, so you just have to have a couple batteries to go with this guy. And then your little user manual. Then we get to the good part, right? So here is where the actual like projector is. So we're gonna take this piece out, and it is, like I said, it's good size, but it's really not that heavy, and I just like have been very impressed with it. So we're gonna take it out of here. And there it is. Okay, so here's what the front looks like. I have average women's size hands, so you can just see when I put my hand up to this, it is like not huge, but it's good size. It's not like a little mini thing. We're gonna take these pieces off, just make it all look a little bit nicer. And then we're gonna pull this one off. And then here's the back side, okay? So when we get a closer look here, you can see there's your on-off button. You have your HDMI, USB, there's even a headphone spot, and then your speakers are back here too, as well as your little cord to plug into the wall. It's gonna plug into this back piece. That's where everything's gonna go. There's your projector screen on the front, and then this rotates back and forth, and then I will show you again. Average women's size hands there, you can see when I hold it up, you can rotate it like all the way straight up into the air or straight down. Now there is a preference that it says, I believe it's like 45 degrees they want you to have it at, and then it will like almost like auto settle, which is really, really nice, and then auto focus as well. You can manually focus, but the auto focus works extremely well. I'll show you a couple issues I did have, and that was just like my error from not knowing how to use it. Once I figured it out, it worked perfectly. So right now I'm plugging in the power cord. So again, here is just your user manual, has all the info you'll need in it. This little part right here is how you clean it. This was like the first time I'm trying to open this. All right, so here is the remote, and you've got, that's the autofocus right there. This little button is like a smart speaker, so you can talk to it and have it pause or do whatever you want. There's your OK button and your navigation, going back, your home screen, your little menu. Volume is on this, you can mute it, and then you can also set your focus here if you're manually focusing. Then it has these really nice little buttons for YouTube, Netflix, Prime Video, Disney Plus. If you have any of those subscriptions, you should just be able to push the button and be good to go. All right, so let's get these batteries in and let's test this guy out. We need to see if it actually works, right? So easy enough, put the batteries in, call it good. I've got it set up here. So now that little light's on because we're plugged into the wall, you just have to push it once and there we go. things are moving. So here's where I struggled a little bit. You can see how blurry this is, and I could not figure out like what was going wrong here. So if you are seeing really blurry, there's also a good chance you need to back this thing up. So this is where it's doing its own autofocus, and it's trying to focus itself for me. So I'm trying to mess with this. I'm trying to focus. It's trying to focus. It's trying to load as well here. You do need to sync up your remote, and directions are super simple. They're on in that little manual, but then they also pop up on screen here. Again, they'd be easier to read if it was focused and you didn't make the same mistake I did. Pull this thing back, you guys. That is what's going to help focus. It's way too close right now. You can see how fuzzy that is. So this is where you are supposed to connect your remote. And so that's what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna push these 2 buttons, and it connects super fast. So that part is really easy. I also recommend, if you're going to get this, it's really helpful if you have a Google account already set up on your phone, and you can just like put it together there. Okay, look at this, so blurry. Again, this is my bad, but it will get better in this video. Much better this is. I have moved walls. So I switched the wall it was on and I pulled it way back. You can see it's a little bit blurry here just because of the, like, my kids have their shade is down here, so that part's a little blurry, and that's also just like a camera taking a video of this. So first thing you're gonna do is you're finding your country, setting this all up. So if you're US, you're gonna scroll a long ways down, right? Because you're getting to the U's. So setup, super easy. It has this code. You can set up your TV, automatically connects to your Wi-Fi. You can kind of see it right here. I have it all hooked up, ready to go, and it's signing you in. Like I said, I love this part. It was so simple. I basically could just leave it alone and go. I am super impressed with the colors on this thing as well. Even with flipping the light on, like the colors still look really good, which is amazing to me if I think of like past projectors and how things work. So here we go. This is all just like set up for your basic like Google TV. If you have a Google TV already, you probably have been through this, know how to do it. If you don't, it's really simple, and you can just kind of choose your options here. So here we're getting into a little bit more of the fun stuff. So here you're choosing like what apps you want on this thing. So I love that it's way more than just Netflix and YouTube. That's kind of what the box shows, but it has tons of other apps that are gonna work with this. I also like my kids have a Switch, and the Switch can be connected to this. You can hook up, like you can cast to it. If you have like a Google phone or some other form of casting, you can cast right into it. You can choose here like how optimized you want this to be, how much energy you're gonna use on this thing. Tons of great options here just to make this fit for what you're wanting. So here we go, setting up your Google TV. This took a little while, so I would just recommend leaving this and going. I've turned the light on. Oh, I didn't turn the light on here. I moved it a little bit, and so you can see it's back to that auto like focusing for you, okay? So still setting up that TV, and I'm kind of adjusting this as we go to see how small or how big I can have this screen. Again, this is just in a bedroom in our house and trying to get this hooked up. I just have this on the floor right now. You can, again, adjust it up and down. You can tell it likes mostly when it's at that 45-degree angle. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the light on really quick so you can just see, again, look at how clear this is. I'm used to like a projector when the light comes on that all of a sudden you can't see anything anymore. This was still like super clear. So I just wanna show you like middle of the day, no lights off, like this is the color on this thing, and it's fantastic. So also if you like, if I kind of bump this or I move it sideways, there you go, we can see like our it's auto focusing for me, and then you can see how it switched and changed the size just so everything, the 4-corner correction, makes it like level and really, really nice. So I love that. One other thing to be aware of is the volume on this thing. So it does only, oh, what am I doing here? Oops, I focused. Okay, my bad. So the volume only goes up to 15. You can see that on the side here. This works perfect for my family because, you know, there's not a ton of us. It's really easy. These are just like the Google art galleries going through. But the if you want it louder, you might want to hook up a speaker. You can use Bluetooth speakers and connect it with it. Super, super easy. But I just wanted to show you this middle of the day color right near a bunch of windows, and it still looks really, really good. I turn off a couple lights, it looks even better. Like I said, it's still the middle of the day, it's still shining out, sun is shining outside, but color on this thing is fantastic for a projector. Overall, it is just like a great little device. We loved it. My kids thought it was fantastic. It was easy to use, easy to set up, easy to take down, and portable. So those things are huge. So hopefully this was helpful.